From Stately Berglund Banner, this is Kurt Berglund with APBA Baseball Hall of Fame set, King of the Hill tournament action, and we got a good one today. It's the 1941 to the 1960 Hall of Famers against the 1961 to the 1980 Hall of Famers, with first place on the line. For the 41 to 60s, they have 2 wins, and of course the first 2 teams to 10 wins total make the World Series. The 41 to 60s have 2 wins, the 61 to 80s have 3 wins, and are in a 4-way tie for first place. But either the 41 to 60s are going to win today and make it a 5-way tie for first place at 3 wins, or the 61-80s are going to win, get their 4th win of the season, and be all alone in first place. And, of course, the winner of the game becomes the King of the Hill, or remains the King of the Hill. The opposing pitchers in the game, it's Whitey Ford versus Tom Seaver. So we got New York versus New York, the Bronx versus Queens. So let's get to the starting lineups and a quick look at the standings. Coming into today's game, the standings look like this. It's 3 wins for the 81 of the present American Leaguers. It's 3 wins for the 2140s. It's 3 wins for the 6180s. And it's 3 wins for the Negro Leaguers. They're all locked in first place. In second place, the 81 of the present National Leaguers. The 4160s are both tied with 2 wins, and in third place, but only 2 games out of first, it's the 1901 to the 1920 and the Not Yet Hall of Famers. So we got quite a cluster going on here, and we'll see if we can start to make some sense of that after today's results. The starting lineups for today's game, leading off at second base for the 4160s, the visiting team today. It's Jackie Robinson. Batting second at third base, Eddie Matthews. Batting third in left field, Ted Williams. Batting fourth in center field, it's Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth at first base, Stan Musial. Batting sixth in right field, Duke Snyder. Batting seventh behind the plate, it's Yogi Berra. And batting eighth at shortstop, it's Lou Boudreau. On the mound for the 4160s, it's Whitey Ford. He is a B pitcher with a YZ modifier. All right. For the 6180s, leading off at second base, it's Rodney Klein Carew. Batting second in right field, Roberto Clemente. Batting third in left field, Hank Aaron. Batting fourth in center field, Willie Mays. Batting fifth at third base, Michael Jack Schmidt. Batting sixth at first base, Carl Yastrzemski. Batting seventh behind the plate, Carlton Fisk. And batting eighth at shortstop, it's Maury Wills. Batting ninth and on the mound, it's Tom Siever. He is an A pitcher with an XYZ for modifiers. We are ready to go in this one. Get some additional light. Let's see if that matters on the subject. Yeah, I think that's better. So here we go with one of these teams being in first place when we are done, maybe both of them, when we are done. This one is ball 4 to Robinson. He takes first base, and the 4160s have a little something going. Eddie Matthews up. Pitch, struck him out. There's 1 for Siever, and there's 1 out in the first. Ted Williams with Robinson still at first base. Struck him out. That's 2 for Tom Terrific. And now it'll be Mantle. They don't want to leave Jackie Robinson on base. So here we go. Mickey Mantle against Siever. And this one, he's not a K. All right. Just got to check that. We got a ground ball to Carew. He's going to flip to Wills, and that's going to retire the 4160s in the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first, and we're scoreless in this one so far. So Whitey Ford will take the mound against Carew, Clemente, and Aaron in the bottom of the first, and this one's hit to right. And that one's going to be taken by Duke Snyder for out number 1. Now it's Clemente. Roberto grounds this one to Boudreaux, and Lou gathers it and fires to Musial, and there's 2 outs. And now it's Aaron. Bottom of the first. Hank's got to get going. He's a little bit cold in the early going of this tournament. And this is, just as I say that, this is a fly ball to Snyder, and he will put it away for out number 3, and that retires the side. So we've played 1 and we're scoreless. A lot on the line for both these teams, and not just being king of the hill. One of them could be in first. Well, either one of them is going to be in first place when this is done. Maybe both of them. Musial pops this one up, and Schmidt is calling, and he will take it for out number 1 in the second inning. Now it's Snyder, the right fielder. And that one is fouled off for strike 1. Here's the next pitch to the Duke, and it's a hanger from Siever. And this is drilled to right center. Clemente's got to go get it. Snyder's got himself a double with 1 out, and it's Berra coming up with a chance to put the 4160s in front. There's only 1 out. Seaver the stretch. The pitch to Yogi is grounded to Yaz, and he's going to flip to Seaver covering as Snyder advances to third with 2 outs, and now it's Boudreaux. They got Ford on deck, so they're walking Lou, and they're going to pitch to Whitey, try and get out of the mess. Boudreaux with an intentional walk from Siever, so now there's 4160s at the corners, but Whitey Ford at the plate. Seaver the stretch, and the pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's number 3 for Tom Terrific, and that gets him out of the second inning. We go to the bottom of the second, and we're still scoreless. It's Mays, Schmidt, and Yastrzemski coming up for the 6180s. Pitch to Willie Mays is ball 4, so there's a runner with nobody on. Schmidt has been cold as well. If all these guys get hot, yikes. And there's a hanger from Ford. It's going to be drilled, and it's going to be extra bases. Rattling around down in the corner. Duke Snyder's got to go get it. Look at Mays flying around third. He's going to score standing. It is a run-scoring double for Mike Schmidt. It's 1-0, 6180s. Mays scores all the way from first, and there's nobody out yet in the bottom of the second. Yastrzemski at the plate. Ford pitching to him. Hey, struck him out, and there's 1 strikeout. 1 gone in the bottom of the second. Whitey's got some work to do. Fisk up now. Schmidt in scoring position. The pitch, and this is drilled. This is drilled to right center. It's going to split Snyder and Mantle, and it's going to be trouble. Fisk is going to cruise around second. Schmidt scores, and Fisk makes it to third, sliding with a triple. It's 2-0, 6180s, and there's still only 1 out. Wills at the plate. Maury Wills at the plate. Ford, the stretch, checks Fisk at third. The pitch to Wills. He's bunting. The squeeze is on. He gets it down. Glove by Musial. He turns and flips to Robinson, and the squeeze works. The run scores. It's 3-0, 6180s, and Siever comes to the plate with 2 outs and nobody aboard. A big 3-run second for the 6180s. Ford winds and delivers to Seaver, and he hits it to left. This is Williams, and he will put it away for out number 3. But the 6180s score 3 in the bottom of the second, and now lead 3-0. We go to the third. Top of the order for the 4160s. Robinson, Matthews, and Williams against Siever. The pitch to Jackie is a ground ball to Wills. Maury's got it and fires to Yastrzemski for 1 out. Now it's Matthews. Pitch to Eddie is grounded to Yaz. He's going to take it himself, and there's 2 down in the third. Now it's Williams. 0 for 1 for Ted. The pitch. He walked him. A 2-out walk will bring up Mantle. Mickey 0 for 1. The pitch from Seaver. Ball 2. Ball 2. And this one's hit to right, but not deep. Clemente under it toward the line, and he'll put it away for out number 3. We've played 2.5, and it's 3-0. 6180s over the 4160s. Whitey Ford back on the mound. He's got the top of the order coming. Carew, Clemente, and Aaron to face him. And Rod draws a walk. That's going to get action going in the bullpen for the 4160s. And Jim Bunning is going to get going. Carew at first, Clemente at the plate. Ford the stretch. The pitch to Roberto. There goes Carew. There goes Carew, and it's a base hit for Clemente. Carew's going to go all the way to third base. And it's first and third. Ford's troubles continue, as there are now 6180s at the corners with nobody out. Aaron at the plate. The infield is going to play in. The pitch to the hammer. Base hit. Base hit to right field. Drops in front of Snyder. It's 4-0 as Carew scores. Clemente is going to go to third. And it's men at the corners one more time, and that's going to do it for Ford. He is done. Put a fork in him. Jim Bunning is going to get the call. And they're going to make a... No, they're not going to make a double switch. It's going to be Bunning in the 9 spot in the order, coming on in the bottom of the third. He will face Mays. He is a B pitcher with an XZ modifier. Ford, 2 innings plus, 4 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 4 runs all earned. And 2 more men are his responsibility. Bunning, because he has the platoon matchup, increases to an A for Mays. They're going to continue to play in. The pitch is grounded to Matthews. He fires to Robinson for 1. The relay to Musial is in time for a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play, and, remarkably, Clemente holds third. So Schmidt comes to the plate now with 2 outs, and Clemente the only base runner at third. The pitch from Bunning is hitting the air to right. Snyder coming on, and he will make the catch for out number 3. So we've played 3 complete. That could have been much worse. 4-0, 6180s. Siever, though, is getting the job done. So the 4160s have some work to do. Musial, Snyder, and Berra, lefty, lefty, lefty in the top of the 4th. The pitch to Stan is grounded to Carew. Rod's got it and flips to Yaz. There's 1 out. Now it's Snyder. Duke is 1 for 1, a double, but he was stranded. This is hit to right. Not deep. Clemente under it. And 2 gone. Now it's Berra. Nobody aboard. The pitch. Ground ball. No, struck him out on a bender. Seaver gets him. Fourth strikeout for Tom. Played 3.5. It's 4-0 6180s, who look like they're going to be all alone in first place with 4 wins after this one's over. Bunning got to control the offense here. Yaz, Fisk, and Wills coming up in the fourth. The pitch. Base hit Yastrzemski. He's now 1 for 2. Fisk coming up. Pudge tripled, scored, drove in a run in the second. The pitch. This is popped. Under it is Berra, and he puts it away for out number 1. Now it's Wills. Yaz still at first. And Seaver on deck. The pitch. Struck him out looking. First strikeout for Bunning, and that'll bring up Siever with Yaz still at first. 2 gone now. Bunning the stretch, the pitch. Popped up one more time. Berra under it and puts it away to retire the side in the fourth. We played 4 complete, and it's 4-0 6180s. For the 4160s, it's Boudreaux, Bunning, and the top with Jackie Robinson coming on in the fifth. Pitch to Lou. Hit to center. This is going to drive Willie back, but he's got room, and he's going to make the catch for out number 1. Now it's Bunning. Pitch to Jim. Hey, struck him out. That's number 5. For Tom, terrific. Now it's Robinson. Jackie with a blooper, and that one is dropping for a base hit. 2-out single for Robinson. Matthews coming to the plate. Pitch to Eddie. He takes it. There goes Robinson. The throw from Fisk down to Carew is not in time. A stolen base for Robinson. He's in scoring position now with 2 outs for Matthews, who's behind in the count 0-1. The pitch to Eddie. Hit to right. Coming on is Clemente, and he puts it away for out number 3. We're halfway through this one. It's 4-0 6180s. They win. They're all alone in first with 4 wins. They lose, they're tied for first, but the 4160s become the new king of the hill. Carew leads off the bottom of the 5th. Bunning's pitch is hit to center field, but not deep. Mantle over a few steps and takes it for out number 1. Now it's Clemente. Roberto 1 for 2. And that one's drilled to right field. It's going to get over Snyder's head. It clangs off the wall. Look at Clemente running around second. He's going to make it to third, sliding, and that is a potential 5th run of the game for the 6180s. Infield moves in again for the 4160s. Bunning the stretch. Aaron is 1 for 2. The pitch to Hank, and that's to left and deep. To the wall goes Williams, but there's no chance at all. Aaron has left the building. 6-0 6180s. 3 RBIs for Aaron on a long home run to left. Yikes. A power display from the hammer. Mays 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. The pitch from Bunning, and that's to left and deep. We're going to go back to back. Williams runs out of room. It's 7-0. Only 1 out in the 5th. Schmidt at the plate. Action now in the 4160s bullpen. It's going to be early Gus win. Bunning's allowed 3 in the 5th. The pitch. Ball 4 to Schmidt. Yeah, I believe it. Back-to-back homers by Aaron and Mays. Bunning now pitching to Yastrzemski, who's 1 for 2. The pitch to Yaz. Ground ball. Matthews. He fires to Musial for the out. Schmidt moves up to second. With 2 outs now, it's Fisk. First base is open. The pitch from Bunning to Fisk. Hey, struck him out, but the damage is done. 3 more runs for the 6180s. It's 7-0. As we go to the top of the 6th. Seems like a lot of runs to give Tom Siever. 3, 4, 5 hitters for the 4160s coming up. Williams, Mantle, and Musial. Top of the 6th. The pitch from Seaver. He walks him. Second walk for Williams. Here comes Mantle. Mickey is 0 for 2. Seaver the stretch. The pitch. And there goes Williams. The throw from Fisk down to Wills is in time. Williams is out by 3 miles, and I don't know what he was doing. So it's Mantle now, behind in the count 0-1. Siever, hey, strikes him out. That's 6 for Tom Terrific. And it's Musial now with nobody on. And 2 outs. Stan is 0 for 2. The pitch from Siever is hit to center field. Mays is under it. And Siever's two-hitter continues. We've played 5.5. And the 6180s are ahead 7-0. Still on the mound is Bunning. Wills, Seaver, and Carew are in his future. The pitch. That's to center field. Here comes Mantle, and he's got it for out number 1. Here's Seaver. Seaver is 0 for 2. That's to center. This is going to drive Mickey back a few steps, but he's going to take it for out number 2, and now it's Carew. Nobody aboard. The pitch to Rod. Ground ball to Robinson. And he throws to Musial, and it's a 1-2-3 6th inning. But we've played 6, and it's 7-0. 6180s over the 4160s. They're looking like they're the first team to 4 wins, and they're looking like they're going to stay king of the hill. We got 3 innings to go. Snyder, Berra, and Boudreaux. Coming up, this is grounded to Schmidt, and he plants and fires to Yastrzemski for 1 out in the 7th. Now it's Yogi. Yogi's 0 for 2. The pitch. Ground ball, Wills. Maury's got it and throws to Yastrzemski. 2 gone. And now Boudreaux with Bunning on deck, but you know he won't bat. 0 for 2, 0 for 1 for Lou. He was given an intentional pass in the 2nd. This is hit to center, but it's not deep. Willie Mays under it and puts it away for out number 3. So we go to the 7th. Bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch them out. 7-0 6180s. Bunning will face Clemente, Aaron, and Mays, who did so much damage in the 5th and might have put the game away. The pitch. This is to center. Mantle into left center will put it away for out number 1. Now it's Aaron, 2 for 3. 3 ribbies, a run scored, and a 2-run bomb. And later he's going to drive the team back to the hotel. This is hit to center. Mantle back to the track, and he's got it for out number 2. Bunning has retired 7 in a row now. Pitch to Mays. He walked him. Now it's Schmidt. Bunning the stretch. The pitch to Mike. Is it left and deep? Schmidt gone, and it's 9-0. 9-0 as Bunning implodes in the 7th. Wynn gets back up to throw, but Bunning's going to lead off the 8th. Yastrzemski 1 for 3. The pitch to Yaz is grounded to he struck him out. 3 strikeouts for Bunning, but a disastrous 7th. They add 2 more, and it's 9-0, 61-80s over the 41-60s. All right, so we're going to have a pinch hitter for Bunning now to lead off the top of the 8th. Early Win will be the new pitcher in the bottom of the 8th. That's Early Gus Win to you. And Johnny Mize is going to get an at-bat. Hitting for Bunning in the top of the 8th. Then it'll be the top of the order with Jackie Robinson. And then Eddie Matthews. Bunning's day was a disaster. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed. He walked 1, he struck out 3, he allowed 5 runs, they're all earned. But Whitey Ford allowed the first 4 and is on the hook for the loss. The pitch to Mize. This is grounded to Wills and clank off his glove, and Mize will be safe at first on the error. Here comes Jackie Robinson. Jackie's 1 for 2 with a walk. The pitch, and this is trouble. It's a hanger to Jackie. He gets it to the left. It's going to go down the line. Aaron to the wall, and it's gone. 9-2 on a home run by Jackie Robinson that scores Mize ahead of him. 9-2 now, and Matthews coming to the plate. Eddie is 0 for 3. Siever winds and delivers, and this is grounded to Wills. Maury gloves this one and throws to Yastrzemski, and there's 1 out in the top of the 8th. Here comes Ted Williams. On an ill-fated stolen base attempt in the 6th, he's 2 walks and a strikeout. The pitch from Seaver, this is drilled over first base, past Yastrzemski down in the corner. Clemente gloves it and fires it in. Williams stops at second with a double. That's going to get action going in the 61-80 bullpen. It's going to be Suter starting to throw. Mantle, 0 for 3. Siever the stretch. The pitch to Mickey. He lost him. That's ball 4. 2 on now, 1 out for the 41-60s. Musial 0 for 3. Siever the stretch. The pitch, and suddenly Siever looks human. A 42 is a 9. That's a comebacker gloved by Siever. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws to Yaz. Gets the out at first, but the runners move up. Williams at third now, Mantle at second, and Snyder at the plate. Duke is 1 for 3. Siever the stretch and the pitch. 43 is a 29, and that's another comebacker. Gloved by Siever, and he flips to Yaz, and that will retire the side in the 8th. So we got a couple changes coming. Mize is going to take over at first base. Musial will go to right field. Snyder comes out, and Early Win will bat in the 6th spot and become the new pitcher in the bottom of the 8th for the 41-60s. It's 9-2. Siever has only allowed 4 hits on the day, and only 1 of the runs was earned. All right, so Early Gus Win comes on, and he'll face Fisk, Wills, and Siever, or a pinch hitter in the bottom of the 8th. It's 9-2, 61-80s, the pitch to Pudge, and that's to center and deep. Back goes Mantle, and it's gone. That is home run number 4 for the 61-80s. 2 extra base hits for Fisk on the day, 2 for 4, a triple, a homer, 2 runs scored, 2 ribbies. Now it's Wills. Maury Gus Wills at the plate facing Early Gus Win. The pitch. Base hit Wills. Loops it over Boudreau's glove at shortstop, and he's on with a single. Siever's day is done. He's being called back for a pinch hitter. It's going to be Ted Simmons getting an at-bat in this one. No doubt, bottom of the eighth. 10-2, 41 or 61-80s over the 41-60s. Win the stretch, the pitch. Hit to center. Under it is Mantle, and there's one gone. Now it's Carew. Rod is 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. The pitch. And this is trouble. It's a off-winds glove. Bounces toward Boudreau. He charges. He barehands. He throws. Nothing. Carew beats it by 4 steps. So it's an infield hit for Carew. Wills moves up to second. Carew is at first. Now it's Clemente. Win the stretch. The pitch to Roberto. And this is trouble. Knocked down by Wynn. He runs for it toward first, flips to Mize, and they retire Clemente by a whisker. Wills moves to third. Carew moves to second. 2 outs now for Aaron. Hank has had a monster day. Win the stretch. The pitch to Hank. Ooh, he walked him. They're loaded now for Mays, who has had a big day himself. 1 for 2, a pair of walks, 3 runs scored, and a ribby. Win the stretch. The pitch to Willie. Ground ball, Boudreau. He's going to go the short way to Robinson, and that will retire the 61-80s, but they add another one to their total and carry a 10-2 lead to the top of the ninth. Bruce Sutter is coming on to do the pitching, get an inning of work. He will face the bottom third of the order or pinch hitters, Berra, Boudreau, and Mize coming up for the 41-60s. All right, so Siever's day is done. Give you his numbers on the day. 8 innings of work. 4 hits. He walked 4 men unintentionally, 1 more intentionally. He struck out 6 and allowed 2 runs, 1 of which was earned, and 1 home run. All right, so Sutter is on. Bruce is an A pitcher with a KZ modifier. And he will face Barrett to lead off. Barrett will lead off against Sutter. Bruce winds and delivers, and this one is a comebacker. Bruce gloves it, takes a few steps toward Yaz, and there's 1 man out. Boudreau is due. He won't bat. It's going to be George Kell. Kell batting for Boudreau. Mize on deck. Sutter winds and delivers. Ground ball, Carew. Rod's got it and throws to Yastrzemski for 2 outs. And that'll be Mize. He reached on an error in the 8th. He scored a run on Robinson's homer. The pitch is grounded to Carew 1 more time. And he throws to Yastrzemski, and the 61-80s complete a thorough demolition of the 41-60s by a score of 10-2. We'll give you the line scores. The totals for the 61-80s, 10 runs on 12 hits, and they committed 1 error. For the 61-80s, 2 runs on 4 hits, and they committed no errors. Winning pitcher is Siever. Losing pitcher is Whitey Ford. No save in the game. So the standings become this. There we go. The 6180s are all alone in first place. They are not only in first place, but they remain the king of the hills. They're in first place by a game over the Negro Leaguers, the 2140s, and the 81 to the present American Leaguers. The 4160s are in third place now, 2 games behind the leader, tied with the 81 to the present National Leaguers in third place, and bringing up the rear are the 0120s and the Nadiad Hall of Famers. So the 6180s next game will be a big one. They're taking on the 2140s, and that will also be for first place. They're clustered. We have not had separation here yet. So I hope you'll join me. Stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know how you think things are going, who you expect to pull ahead. My name's Kurt Berglund. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a good Friday. So long, everybody.